Okay, for week 2 assignment 1, which is the community case study, it's the public meeting videos for Northdale Recreational Center, which was recorded in January 9th of 2014, which was last year. Your main speakers are Tony Robinson and Michelle Ingram. They also have another one, but she didn't really talk at all. With the main speaker, which was Tony, she had some ups and downs in her speech. I had some problems with certain things that she was doing in her time of speaking, which was for, the video is an 18-minute long session. She took about, I want to say 4 to 5 minutes worth to speak. She did the main introduction. She told you about her community recreational center, what their plans were, what they tried of doing, what their main cases were. Which, you know, I could understand, but my main problem with her is that she kept looking down at her phone. When you are in a public speaking mode, it doesn't matter if you've got 6 to 8 people there that are there to listen to what you're talking about. You don't look down at your phone, you write it on paper. If you look down at a phone, you can't keep eye contact with those that you are speaking to. Your expression level goes from, when you're talking with a paper in your hand, you have more ways to express. Rather than looking down at a phone constantly throughout the whole thing, you are taking your contact point away from your community guests, which is what I'm going to call them. Your community guests, when you are speaking to them, need to have a full-on need of, they are there to specifically hear what you have to say, not just to blow time off. Okay. Sorry, I had to zoom in the camera a little bit, but with Miss Tony, this is what I had written down. I don't like that she's constantly looking down at her phone. I'll move my paper up, so. Okay. She's constantly reading stuff off of it, which I can understand, but like I said, print it out on paper. Don't be holding it to a vice. How many times a day do we see people going, okay, and not pay complete attention to people? It is annoying. And my phone is not on. Well, it's on, but it's not in use at the moment. If you have paper, use it. That was my main ordeal with Ms. Tony. She sat there and also she should have been reading from a document that was printed out, which I already said. She had very low eye contact with her audience. Again, that's what happens when you use electronic devices. And I'm sorry I'm having to look around, but I also have the computer screen up, which I'm pretty sure you can see at the corner of my glasses, that I just don't agree with it. Another thing, she was able to keep her main focal points, her main hittings to her audience, which was her main concerns, which she was talking about, was the fact that she was bringing in new ideas to the community centers, which one of them, with the kids, it didn't work out well. They were only getting 3 kids in the community centers, so that's why they're turning it into an adult daycare community center, which is why the meeting was brought up. But what they're doing with the kids and everything is that they're moving to the one that has like 63 count of kids. It's got a bigger basketball courts, this, that, and the other, and that's fine. All dandy. No problem. But she was also able to keep on topic, to be said from her area, and talked about her recreational center teaming up with what they call the adult daycare. Alright, that's bringing you from the main speaker's points and lack of points. And then we have Miss Michelle Ingram, who's the second speaker. She started really good. She started up with a very good opening. She brought you into it, brought your interest. She got your interest like that. She had mine. She also sat there and went straight to the point and told you why she was there. She was telling the main idea of the seniors' age that they were bringing in. Granted, you're seniors from the time that you hit 50, but the seniors that they were bringing into this daycare center was from 60 and up. Not your 50s, your 60s, because there's some seniors that are in their 60s that can't get around as much and they have to have constant care and look after, which I can understand. She also was answering questions on point. She had some points where she was slow and going ums and ums and ums, but that's when you're trying to collect your thoughts, which I can understand because I tend to do that. But she also answered questions clearly and gave positive feedbacks, which are on key and doing public speaking. You want to be on top of your responses to who is asking your questions. You want to bring up anything that you might have missed. If you might have missed it, you sit there and say, is there any questions? Do you have any concerns? Did I miss anything? Is there something that I did not correctly bring to your attention? So, I wouldn't say correctly bring to your attention, but something that needs to be asked in response to. She did that. So Michelle Ingram, 2 thumbs up on your responses. With Miss Tony, you got 1 up, 1 down. Other than that, there was another speaker there, but she really didn't say anything. I watched to the end of the video, and she just sat there in the audience. Instead of giving feedback or anything, she was just, I think she was just there for a sit-in, but she didn't really say anything. So with this week's video for assignment 1, I went onto YouTube, which actually, haha, funny, this was actually one of the example videos to look at. I did look for other ones, and this is the only one that I could choose from. The other ones were pretty much childish arguments between board members, and there was no point looking through them. I couldn't get through the whole video. So this is what I picked, and again, this is the video of Hillsborough County, which is here in Florida. They're in South Florida by Miami. I believe. But it is the public meeting of Northdale Recreational Center done on January 9th, 2014. So, alrighty. That is my main hits and points and details and ways to improve and ways to not. Enjoy your day.